Oft derided as the home of dodgy facts, the online encyclopedia Wikipedia has been with us for a decade now, but its founder, Jimmy Wales, argues the so-called wisdom of crowds, where anyone can correct a site's pages, ensures the information on it is accurate. And many of us seem to agree. His site is now the 5th most browsed on the web. In a moment, we'll hear from Jimmy Wales about whether his site has made school homework worthless. But first, our culture editor Matthew Kane asks if the popularity of Wikipedia has hastened the demise of book-based research.
According to its founder, Jimmy Wales, Wikipedia has become a fundamental part of the world's information infrastructure. It's taken the online encyclopedia just 10 years to build up a vast repository of information on every subject imaginable. It's consulted by 400 million users every month, and its success means that sites like this, in University College London, are increasingly rare. There's no doubt that Wikipedia has massively increased access to information. But some people are concerned that this accessibility has led to a new laziness in its millions of readers, and a sharp fall in their ability to process information.
Cutting and pasting is very, very characteristic of young people, probably older people as well, but certainly with young people, and we've noticed this. We've done tests with them, we've actually sort of given them a question, and they basically just cut and paste the question. They haven't even analysed the question, and then when they get the answer, they cut and paste the answer.
Do you ever use Wikipedia?
Yeah, all the time. Always use it just to do research and stuff, or if I want to know something, that's where I'd go.
If you're going to do like a paper or anything like that, you might occasionally use it just to sort of have a brief look over the subject and then pop in and look at something else. So I might use it and then go on and find a better source. So
you're always asked to use 1 or 2 sites just to confirm what information is correct or not.
Always sites, or do you ever look at books?
Books, it's longer to find, isn't it? There's no search engine to find books.
But Wikipedia differs from a traditional encyclopedia in that anyone can contribute to it. Because of this, it's inevitable that inaccuracies make it onto the site, a fact that isn't lost on the director of the Encyclopaedia Britannica.
A lot of young people believe that the internet is truth, the internet is fact, if you like. And so with Wikipedia, they don't necessarily know whether they're reading a professor, a mad professor, or a madman. In Britannica, because material goes through a very rigorous, curated, fact-check process, teachers and students don't need to ask that question of themselves.
Perhaps the main cultural impact of Wikipedia has been to prompt a re-evaluation of the very concept of truth, and to question whether there's even such a thing as an absolute truth, or whether in 2011 truth is better defined as the beliefs of the greatest number of people contributing to Wikipedia.
Well, a little earlier I asked the founder of Wikipedia, Jimmy Wales, whether his site is to blame for undermining the homework of many students.
Well, when I was a kid, my mom was always concerned about this with traditional encyclopedias, so that's always been with us. I think what we see...
Well, except this is very easy.
It is very easy,
yeah. I mean, you just go there, cut it and paste it.
Yeah, but the thing is, your teachers also have Wikipedia, and they will find out, and you'll get an F on your grade. So we don't think that's a huge problem. I mean, what we do find is that young people are incredibly passionate about Wikipedia. When I go and I speak at a high school or a college, they're out of their minds for it, and they read endlessly, they learn. I mean, we've really opened up a world of information.
But were I a young person, I'd be passionate about Wikipedia because, as I say, it is so easy. But the worry is that it's not accurate.
Well, it's the accuracy. When we've had academic studies comparing Wikipedia to traditional encyclopedias, we've come out very well. We haven't seen enough academic research into that. That's something I'm really passionate about, is we should all be concerned about this question. Is Wikipedia good enough? Can we make it better?
But that accuracy thing is pretty serious, actually, isn't it? Because if I don't know of any conventional encyclopedias that, for example, have rendered somebody as famous as Edward Kennedy dead a year before he actually was, or alternatively that Robbie Williams eats
for
hamsters.
5 minutes. This is the thing. The way Wikipedia works is an open system. Things get updated very, very quickly. So, for example, last week when the U.S. Congresswoman was shot, basically all of the news media was reporting that she had been killed, and we followed suit. As soon as we had the reliable sources, we went with it, and then we corrected it as everyone else corrected it.
Never wrong for long.
Never wrong for long. That's not really my view. My view is Wikipedia should be as high a quality as we can possibly make it. And that involves necessarily an open discussion, dialogue, debate, contributions, people really picking over things in great detail.
But the problem is that anybody can put anything on it. I mean, if you take my own, let's have a look at mine. Now, it says I'm an avid conifer collector and patron of the British Conifer Society. I am not a patron of the Conifer Society, and I hate conifers. I mean, that's a fact. And that's been there, I've now detected, because we tracked it back to May 2009.
That's dreadful, dreadful, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it's a terrible thing to have said about a man that he loves a conifer.
Well, this is the kind of thing, this is the kind of error that can persist for quite some time, because it isn't particularly outrageous, odd.
No. Will it always be something which will be user contributed?
Yes, yes, definitely.
So it'll always be possible to add conifers to anybody?
Maybe. I mean, one of the things that we're testing right now is what we call flagged revisions. It's basically a system where for biographies, other high-risk entries, things will be reviewed by a trusted member of the community before they go live if it's inputted by somebody we don't know. That's one of the things that we've done.
That's why, for example, already Tony Blair, for example, is protected. I mean, I could not go on and say that Tony Blair eats hamsters.
You would have to sign up and wait a few days before you were able to participate on something like that. Because there, for someone like Tony Blair, there's so much vandalism that would happen if we were to open it up.
What about the wiki concept? I mean, after all, the Wikileaks has been greatly in the news of late, but you have nothing to do with Wikileaks.
Nothing to do with WikiLeaks, and in fact, they're not a wiki.
But what is a wiki?
So a wiki is a collaborative software. It's a collaborative website that anyone can edit. That's the basic idea of a wiki.
Why is it called wiki?
It's after wiki, a Hawaiian word, which in Hawaiian means quick. So the idea is quick collaboration. So it's just an easy.
Well, you could argue that WikiLeaks is quick collaboration between somebody who has some fantastic piece of information to impart and somebody who'd quite like to consume it.
Yeah, in a sense, but it's not a collaborative editing model. It's quick, sure, but with WikiLeaks, what they're doing is they get information, they leak it. There's not really collaborative editing, filtering process going on.
Wikipedia's Jimmy Wales talking to me earlier. Tonight's main news as day breaks over Australia's third largest city, Brisbane. Floodwaters have engulfed at least 30 suburbs and left thousands sheltering in emergency centres. However, in the last 10 minutes, police have said that the Brisbane River has peaked below the level predicted in the worst-case scenarios. Channel 4 News continues online, channel4.com/news. We're back tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Until then, from Krishnan, from me, that's Channel 4 News. Good evening.